The award show is about to start. Please take your seat. The award show is about to start. Please take your seat.
Lights, camera, action for the 2025 Easterseals Disability Film Challenge.
Filmmakers who are calling all the shots.
Hello, I'm Nick Novicki, coming to you live from the Sundance Film Festival.
Well, that's awesome, Nick, but what is the genre? The genre this year is thriller and suspense.
It's bringing forth some unheard voices in the entertainment industry.
I wanted to normalize disabilities.
Without this, I could see a lot more difficulties becoming a director.
I'm really excited for what the future holds.
The talent in the disability community is there.
Talk about enthusiasm.
See you soon. Happy Sundance.
Did you break the rules of the Disability Film Challenge?
You want answers.
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
This year, we did the most workshops in directing, writing, producing.
We have been working with this group of filmmakers for the last 3 months.
I'm so excited to be here and chat with you guys.
My name is Gemma Simba.
My name is Scott Klum.
Coming at you from New York.
Thank you for the opportunity to present our new series.
Your pitch was fantastic.
Everybody is showing what they can do.
I see short films.
How often do you see these short films?
All the time.
The greatest trick Hollywood ever pulled was convincing the world we didn't exist. And now, we're here.
Welcome, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Hi. This is so exciting. Nick, what a force of nature you are, and just so wonderful just seeing you all here tonight. I'm Marie Jacobson. I'm Executive Vice President of Current Programming here at Sony Pictures Television. Oh, no, may we be so lucky. I have short brown hair. I have a big, I'm not going to say goofy, but a big goofy smile. And I am wearing a green statement blazer that I often use for big occasions. But anyway, it is our sincere pleasure to welcome you here tonight to the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge Awards. Wow, what a night. We're here at the historic Sony lot. I will say even more historic is the 35-year anniversary of the Americans with Disability Act, which we are marking with our water tower stands bathed in Easterseals orange in celebration of you and all of your achievements. And we just stand in support and partnership, and we're so proud of that. So what an honor it is to salute those of you. I was thinking about it. It's just both groundbreaking, your achievements, but also trailblazing in your efforts, right? To bring just unbridled talent to screen, both acting, directing, writing. Some of you do all of that. And it's just our mission here at Sony is to bring all of that, harness it, and be as representative as we can as a studio. We believe so much in that. I want to I salute one person in particular that I've had the pleasure of working with. 3-time winner, I am told, Chrissy Marshall. Chrissy. Chrissy is wow. That's what I want to start with. We not only has she won here at the Film Challenge, but she was also selected to be one of our directors in the SPT Diverse Directors Program. And not easy, a lot of submissions, but we had the pleasure of having her on set at Dark Matter, one of our shows on Apple TV Plus. She not only shadowed Alex Sakharov, who is a fabulous director, but she shadowed him on a very special episode. It's a standalone episode, 205, second season, 5th episode. And it's a special episode where Linda Bove, who I remember from years on Sesame Street, she plays the deaf mother of Joel Edgerton's character on the show. So most of the episode was actually shot in ASL. And Joel learned ASL for the episode itself. So having Linda and Joel Edgerton and Alex Sakharov and then Chrissy bridging these two beautiful worlds, bringing Alex so much perspective and also just helping us prep other episodes, really 201 and 202. So Chrissy was fabulous. She was also invited back. I mean, this is not like, will you please have Chrissy? This was like, can Chrissy please come back to set and work? So it's our absolute hope. It is really our pledge to get Chrissy her own episode. We have got to do this. We are going to do it. We are going to do it. Other highlights, I just want to, I don't like singling people out because I feel like I always inevitably leave people out when I do that, and I don't mean to, but we had the pleasure of also hiring Jess Burkle. I don't know if Jess is here, but he is a blind writer that came to staff for us on the TV series Cruel Intentions. And just smashed it, did so great. And we also, I've not worked with Kurt Yeager before, but he did a fabulous episode for us on Alert this season on Fox. And we'll find out at Upfronts, I tell you. But we'd love to bring more Alert to televisions around the world and bring Kurt back too. He was fabulous. So many wins to point to, but so much more work to do. No one's sitting back saying, God, we really nailed it. We did it. We're done now. We have so much work to do, and we have the best partners to do it with. So I just really, a very sincere thank you to Easterseals, to this man, Nick Novicki, because without these film challenges, we don't get to meet you. We don't get to see you. We don't get to see your work. We don't get to applaud your work. And we'd love to bring you into the studio even more and work closer. So really, thank you so much. I'm going to hand the reins to the man, the myth, not the myth. Everyone knows Nick. The man, not the myth, Nick Novicki. Thank you so much. Oh, great.
Thank you. How about a round of applause for Marie? And thank you so much, everyone. Paul Martin, Mary, Rena, Marilyn, everyone at Sony Pictures. Yes, we are at the world famous Sony Pictures Studios. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Nick Novicki. I am the founder and director of the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. I'm also a proud Easterseals board member. I have to announce that I am a little person. A lot of little people are getting CGI'd out. So, no, I just found out there's a new movie. It's a biopic about Peter Dinklage. Tom Hanks is playing him. Tonight is all about celebrating disability inclusion. Yes. So the Film Challenge is an annual film competition that puts disability in the entertainment spotlight. We do year-round workshops, seminars, and we create networking opportunities for our participants. Most importantly, our work is leading to jobs. This year we had 123 films that were created from all over the world, and we have finalists that came in from all over the country. Yes, let's make them feel welcome. We also have virtual finalists that are turning in from all over the world right now, thanks to Microsoft Teams. Yes. And if they hear their name on that big screen back there, they're going to pop in. All right, look at this. Hey! Yeah, we got people. Some of these finalists, too, are from other countries. We have a team from Australia, from Hypothetically the End, that was nominated. It is actually 17 hours ahead, so it is tomorrow right there. How does it feel to be living in the future? All right, I guess good. Is it true that toilets flush backwards? Yes, it is. No, how about we give them a round of applause and all the finalists? You know, this year, most international films we have ever had. The most. I mean, so many films from other countries. We've actually had Film Challenge participants reaching out to me and requesting Film Challenge tariffs. I was like, sure, but it's going to cost you. I don't know if you guys are loving these t-shirts with the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge logo. Well, you could take those home for 3 equal payments of $8.75. No, it is incredible how many amazing films we had this year. It was such an exciting year of workshops, and it was an exciting year for me too personally, because 3 months ago, my wife and I had our second child. So it is so exciting to, you know, be here in the world. I'll be honest, this thriller and suspense genre that I announced a week before we had the baby, maybe not the best genre for a baby. I'm watching 120 suspenseful films with my baby in my hand like, I'm not scared, you're scared. But it was amazing. We actually, my wife and I had a hard time deciding what to name our baby, because my wife, her name is Teal. It is a unique name. She was named after the teal-winged duck. My name is Nick. It is a normal name. I was named after Saint Nick, as if my parents would know I'd end up in 9 Christmas movies. Shout out to Disney. Thank you for the Santa Buddies residuals. No, it is so amazing to be here. And there are so many incredible films that were made this year, so much talent. 12 years ago, it was my dream to create opportunities for people with disabilities to tell their own stories. And now, to date, we have 850 films that have been created from around the world. Disabled artists telling our own story, and most importantly, it's leading to jobs. Now, I want to share a little clip about our growing success stories. So without further ado. I launched the Disability Film Challenge over the course of a weekend. Participants write, shoot, edit, and submit 3 to 5 minute films that have somebody with a disability in front of or behind the camera. Partnering with Easterseals Southern California really took it to the next level. To date, we've had countless success stories, and ultimately we're changing the way people see disability in Hollywood.
I wrote, produced, and created my own film, and it led to this amazing opportunity.
We highly encourage you all to please participate in the Disability Film Challenge. This is how we find our talent.
I've made huge connections with Academy Award-winning editors.
I saw a short film starring Nicole Evans, and I knew that I wanted her to be in season 2 special. And she is. She's incredible.
A producer from Disney saw the Disability Film Challenge documentary, and they reached out to me to direct an episode for Brie Larson's Growing Up.
I've been so honored to participate twice in the Disability Film Challenge, and I am currently on season 6 of The Handmaid's Tale.
I did my first Easterseals Disability Film Challenge, which ended up winning Best Film, which ended up getting me my agent, which ended up letting me guest star on NBC New Amsterdam.
We are making history. We are going to have the first ever disability loop group.
Having a disability loop group opens up a whole new area that we can bring our talent to.
Since my experience with the Loop Group at Sony, I've had some awesome opportunities to voice characters on shows like Universal Basic Guys, plus an animated show for kids of all ages coming out soon.
And we are excited to share for the very first time to anybody in our upcoming Spider-Verse movie that we've cast Danielle Perez as Sun Spider.
Miles?
Hi.
I'm a huge fan of your work.
The industry is waking up to the value of authentically portraying characters with disabilities and including more people with disabilities in roles, and specifically in roles that don't have to do with their disabilities.
Now, of course, none of this would be possible without the tremendous support that we have gotten from so many amazing people, organizations, all of our partners. I want to thank you. All of our sponsors, I want to thank you. But I especially want to thank my beautiful wife, Teal, who has been there since day one. Literally in the beginning, passing out sandwiches for our first workshop. And Gary Moore from Dell, you were there too at that workshop. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank this talented disability community, because you guys are the driving force that continues to move this forward. Now we are about to start announcing awards. Who's ready? But before we do, I want to point out that every one of the films you see tonight will have open audio description. So to learn about audio description and the team that created it, let's take a look at this clip.
They step and bounce rhythmically, their hands gesticulating. Tiny, a black woman with...
You're listening to a sample of audio description.
That's describing what's taking place on screen or stage.
During scenes with no dialogue or sound.
Providing access to visual content for those who are blind or have low vision.
Audio description was started by blind people for blind people.
Today, more people are using AD. Truck drivers, runners, busy parents.
Some report it helps understand emotional cues.
And with the help of the Social Audio Description Collective, audio description is available for each of our finalist films.
Okay, our first award of the night is our Best Director Award. Yes, that is presented by NBC Universal. And we have two cast members from the Academy Award-winning film Wicked. Yes. Please welcome Marissa Bodie, and she's also a Film Challenge participant, Cecily Collette Taylor.
Thank you, Nick. Congratulations to you all on such an incredible year of films. It fills my heart to see so much authentic representation and so many original stories. I know the value of this representation firsthand. Being cast in Wicked was a dream come true for me, truly. Hang on, folks, my bad. Here you go. Working with our visionary director, John Chu, and with such a talented and welcoming group of artists, it was a truly magical experience. John accomplished what only a true great director can. He made every day on set feel like a time with family. I couldn't help but grow a deep bond with my castmates, especially with my younger self.
Okay. That's me. I love hanging out with you too, Marissa. The nominees are for the Best Director,
The nominations for Best Director presented by NBC Universal are Caught, Elisa Richards.
Her prosthetic foot and then her other steps down onto a stone floor and out of view, followed by a pair of feet in men's shoes.
Sorry about the smell.
His hand closing the door.
Just let that deer meat out to thaw.
Mustering a smile.
It's fine.
Be right back.
Leaning close.
You own that story. It's just as fast.
Say, I thought your little lady said your feet hurt.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Don't take this the wrong way, Rachel Handler and Crystal Arnett.
Excuse me. Another white woman approaches.
Excuse me. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you walk so well for having that.
The other woman points at her ankle. She nods, clutches a handcart, and walks away.
Everhand, Shane Hillier.
Inside, a sleek black prosthetic fist and forearm raises its thumb, printed in the Everhand manual. 1. Always fuel. 2. Never remove. And 3. Avoid interference. Under lamplight, inside, the man marvels over the Everhand, now an attached extension of his amputated arm. The 4 fingers extend and close.
The invalids, Chrissy Marshall.
Tonight's viewers voted to advance contestants to stage 3 clinical trials.
The viewers settle in to watch.
These contestants inspire us not to take things for granted. So please, enjoy the show.
They smile at the TV and each other. The host's image fades. On the TV, 2 women lie on white sheeted beds in matching sports uniforms. They wake up, groggy and confused.
Yeah, here we go.
Everybody, thank you so much. This is such an honor. Firstly, thank you so much, Nick Novicki, for putting on such an amazing thing you do for 12 years now. I mean, the amount of sheer talent that has come up from this challenge it's astounding. So thank you, Nick Novicki. Working in the film industry with rheumatoid arthritis can be really challenging and uncomfortable, and it can be painful, but it's nights like these that make it worth it, being surrounded by so many talented people, artists, visionaries. I've met so many of you, and you guys are so inspiring, and the nominees, your films are so inspiring, and you know, you guys are the reason I continue to make movies, and seriously give a hand for yourself because you guys are so talented. I'm so honored to be in the room with you guys tonight.
All right, let's take a photo here real quick.
Yep.
One more time, a round of applause. Yep. We're gonna smile. 1, 2, 3. Let's watch Everhand.
Filmed in black and white, the setting is a beleaguered-looking rural homestead of a man and a woman of around 30 years old, both white, who resemble farmers of the Dust Bowl or the Depression. They sit facing outward from their front stoop, she with a book and he with a guitar. He's leaning forward over it, watching his fingering around the frets, strumming and picking with the stump of his left arm, amputated just below the elbow. She is smiling, watching him. Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. The homesteaders relaxing on their farmhouse stoop. Title: Everhand. The woman's attention returned to her book, but continuing to smile. The man at his chores, heaving straw bales off a stack in a barely lit barn, dragging and piling heavy feed sacks against the house in the heat, hammering a sheet metal cap onto a fence post, and losing the nail, sorting mail on a table, an envelope stamped Final Notice, an ad for roofing and exterior repairs, a last flyer, with a realistically sketched human hand rising from a hinged metal wrist behind a big bold logo for Everhand. The man, curious as he studies it, sets it down, sees his partner and himself smiling from a framed photo nearby on the table, presses his lips together winsomely. Outdoors, he drags a feed bag along a fence, and with a heave, he stands it up against it. Rising from a squat, he looks over the fence into the adjacent enclosure, then abruptly turns about to see a man standing rigidly at a distance, staring at him from a sheep field, wearing a dark suit and holding a silver briefcase. The farmer trudges toward the man in the suit, while the woman, by a window inside with her book, watches through a gap in the curtains. On the back of the suited man's neck, above the collar, a blocky microchip seems embedded in his flesh. In one fluid, sweeping gesture, he swings the silver briefcase in front of him, unlatches it, and presents it open to the homesteader, who stares agape at the contents. Inside, a sleek black prosthetic fist and forearm raises its thumb, printed in the Everhand manual. 1. Always fuel. 2. Never remove. And 3. Avoid interference. Under lamplight, inside, the man marvels over the Everhand, now an attached extension of his amputated arm. The 4 fingers extend and close as he watches, followed by the thumb. He smiles. The woman gazing down at a cutting board in the kitchen chopping vegetables. The man, across from her, sweeping the Everhand grandiosely through the air, whooshing through pursed lips. She notices and smiles. In an empty attic, the suited man cross-legged, the microchip in his neck, lighting up and blinking. The ever-handed farmer jauntily blows a harmonica. The Everhand fingers spasm. The woman winces, and the suited man's microchip blinks wildly. Gently steadying the woman's now bloodily gashed hand, one of the fingers of the Everhand rattles, and the gash closes. The man and woman stare at each other, their mouths open. 3 of a possible 10 bars light up a display labeled Fuel on the Everhand. A lamb tied to a post outside a closed barn door. On the way to open it, the man passes an axe. Releasing the barn door abruptly, he stares at the Everhand. The fuel gauge down to only one glowing bar, blinking, looks at the sheep, then over his shoulder to the axe, leaning against the barn. Sitting in a dark corner of an animal stall, he wipes his Everhand across the axe head, touching a blob of pooled blood that suddenly shrinks, as if being absorbed, and 6 glowing bars appear on the fuel display. On his face, titillation, then sudden self-consciousness, and he nervously looks around. In the attic, the suited man with just a hint of smile, the farmer manically rinsing and toweling his hands at a sink. Then on the toilet lid with his head down, rocking furiously. Visions of the suited man cross-eyed, mouth dribbling. The woman screams, himself screaming as he rams a crowbar between his stump and the Everhand, pounding it with a sledgehammer, squeezing it in a vise, the agony on his face intensifying with each screw turn. Then suddenly his face relaxes and he drops to the floor. Coming to his senses, he sees his bare stump sticking from his rolled-up shirt sleeve as it always used to, and smiles. Rising to his feet at his workbench, where the Everhand is still smoldering in the vise. He stares adoringly down at his stump. He looks up and out the workshop windows opposite him and loses his smile. He turns from the windows, rushes out a door into bright daylight and freezes. The suited man standing rigid, staring oddly at him from an enclosure attached to the workshop. The farmer glances to his stump and dashes off and out across a vast field extending into the distance. The suited man watches his distant figure recede. With the junk mail just arrived, an urgent recall notice shows a likeness of the microchip in the suited man's neck. Reading it, the woman squints and cocks her head. At the margins of the field, her fleeing partner collapses to the ground, then scrambles on hand and knees to keep ahead of the suited man, now suddenly staring down at him. The farmer on his back lifts his head slightly to face him more squarely, even as he continues to uselessly kick and push himself away on his elbows. The suited man pulls a pen-sized cylinder from his jacket, stretches it a meter wide between 2 hands, raises it like a sword, and draws back as if to strike with full force as the farmer grimaces in horror. Suddenly shuddering, the suited man tilts back, with smoke rising from his neck and milky liquid dribbling from his closed lips. He crumples, revealing the woman holding a harmonica to her mouth, watching him fall and continuing to stare at the ground. Blowing once more, for no obvious reason except that it's better to be safe than sorry. As her gaze lifts from the ground nearby to farther ahead, she smiles at the sight of her partner on his back with his head up, smiling back at her. Back on their front stoop, the woman with her book, the man with his guitar, leaned back, casting casual glances at his partner, deftly fingering, briskly picking, and smiling as he plays. Audio description provided by Social Audio Description Collective. Written and narrated by Oliver Baker. Blind quality control by Thomas Reed. Abbreviated credits. Directed and edited by Shane Hillier. Written by Mario Kassem. Produced by Sarah Beth Budd and Lee Cleveland. Starring Sarah Beth Budd, Lee Cleveland, and Ron Williams. Credits continue.
Applause, Everhand! I am obligated to say that no lambs were hurt in that production. Our next award is the Best Awareness Award presented by Amazon MGM Studios. Yes. And to help us announce that award and explain what it's all about, he is a Film Challenge alumni that you can see in movie theaters right now in The Accountant 2, Nick Sanchez. And she is the head of Film Production and Development at Amazon MGM Studios, Julie Rappaport.
Thanks, Nick. You know, 2 years ago, I made a film for the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge that was spotted by casting directors and producers looking for an actor on the autism spectrum. That got me a role in The Accountant too. That's the good news. The bad news is now everybody wants me to do their taxes.
All of us at Amazon MGM Studios are so proud of your work in The Accountant too, and we're energized by all the filmmakers who have competed in this year's film challenge. The Best Awareness Award recognizes an EDFC film that has successfully reached a broad audience and advanced representation through social media or press coverage. Each honored film delivers a powerful message. The disability community can no longer be ignored. The nominees are...
The nominations for Best Awareness presented by Amazon MGM Studios are Emergency Plan, Anna Packman.
Electricity will be back before we know it.
Maybe downtown, but not up here.
Extensive damage reported.
How long did emergency services say they would take?
I don't know, Jazz. They're probably getting calls from the whole city.
You didn't ask?
Aftershocks now expected to hit New York City by morning.
I'll try again now.
Eddie pulls up texts.
You told him that we can't evacuate ourselves, right?
Eddie looks away.
Silent Control, Hope Baker.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have to get back to the interrogation.
So here's how it's going to go, Adam. You're going to get in there, and you're going to shut this thing down and get a confession today, or else Sam takes over tomorrow. That's what I want.
2080, Stephen Charles Ching.
Please, why me?
Why you? What about why them? Their lives would have been so much easier if you were just normal. 6.
The threat phrase as he pushes and pushes.
3, 2. No. Come on, you're not even trying.
Erased, Allison Friedman.
You lied.
She grabs his hands.
Stop signing now. Stop signing now.
Stop lying to me.
Violation recorded.
I don't care. They stole our language, and now he's stealing.
She grabs his hands and struggles. He pushes her back. She rolls off the bed and runs out the door. He chases her down the stairs.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I hope with the tariffs that Nick can still mail that trophy to New York City for me so I don't have to carry it home. First of all, thank you so much to the whole Easterseals Disability Film Challenge team. Oh, wait, I didn't do an audio description. Okay, so I am a white woman with wavy brown hair. I'm wearing a red dress and black tights and a champagne colored mask, and I use a power wheelchair. So I owe this award to my brilliant team. Creating content that people want to share starts with a great story told well. To my writers' room and producers, thank you. Margot, James, Charlie, and Allie, your performances brought this story to life in a way that touched so many hearts. To my DP John, editor Eric, the whole production and post-production team, Emily, Galen, Esme, our wonderful publicist, and more. I wish we could have everyone here today because the amount of disabled talent behind the scenes, in addition to on camera, was truly mind-blowing. It's such an honor to be recognized in this category because Emergency Plan was born out of a very real fear shared by so many in the disability community that unfortunately has proved out as a truth, that when disaster strikes, whether it's an earthquake, fires, war, or the still ongoing pandemic, we are far too often left behind. With this film, I wanted to pay tribute to those lives that were tragically cut short by systems that were not designed for us, and by the mutual care and resilience our community continues to show. Let this be a call to action. No one should ever be left behind, not in an emergency and not in this industry. Our stories deserve a right to be told. Thank you.
All right. Let's take a shot here. Smile. There's no easy way to say that. We're like, we got to take this photo. All right, emergency plan.
This film takes place in an apartment that has lost power. The living room and Riley's room are lit by emergency lamps. Riley, a young pale-skinned round-cheeked boy with brown hair, wears a blue t-shirt and blue jeans. Eddie, a lean brown-skinned man with a silver 5 o'clock shadow and close-cropped hair, wears a brown shirt. Jasmine, a pale-skinned woman sporting a bold red lip and shoulder-length hair, wears a brown hoodie. She uses a power wheelchair. The trio has a red and white battery-operated radio on which they receive updates. Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. A young boy colors.
Widespread blackouts. An evacuation alert across New York City.
Jasmine rolls in.
All the neighbors are gone. There's no elevator service.
Only 33 floors down to safety.
Is there anyone else we can call?
I tried them all.
Eddie shakes his head slightly, then looks down at his glowing phone.
Eddie, what are you doing? We need to save every bit of phone battery.
I'm just trying to see. Anyway, electricity will be back before we know it.
Maybe downtown, but not up here.
Extensive damage reported.
How long did emergency services say they would take?
I don't know, Jazz. They're probably getting calls from the whole city.
You didn't ask?
Aftershocks now expected to hit New York City by morning.
I'll try again now.
Eddie pulls up texts.
You told him that we can't evacuate ourselves, right?
Eddie looks away.
Unbelievable.
Scientists now say an aftershock will hit within the hour.
Call again.
Eddie tries.
Maybe they'll still come. They promised this morning.
No, Eddie. No. We are on our own.
We have to be patient.
The little boy, Riley, walks over to the woman, Jasmine, his brow furrowed.
I'm scared. I know, baby. But we'll figure this out, okay? I promise.
If you're still there, leave now.
We don't have time to wait. We need to get Riley out now.
Jasmine, we can't send him alone. He's only 7.
Jasmine starts to speak, then stops herself, shaking her head.
Tell me another way, Eddie.
I don't want to go without you and Daddy.
Oh. But baby, I need you to listen. Okay. You're gonna be so brave. You remember that time we took the boat? The place we got ice cream by the river?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, good. You go there as fast as you can. And you look for the rescue fairies.
But what's gonna happen to you?
We'll be okay. Yeah.
We'll be right behind you.
Come on, Riley. Go get your coat.
Jasmine's strained smile fades as Riley turns, obeying.
Let's do this.
Eddie rips batteries from their radio. Jasmine watches Riley pack, slack-jawed, frowning. Eddie shakes his head.
Riley, lights off until you need it, okay?
She hands him a flashlight.
And if the light goes out, use these.
Batteries.
Whatever you do, you keep going, okay?
And look for the helpers.
I love you, okay?
I love you too, Mommy.
They embrace, Jasmine nestling her head in Riley's shoulder, holding back tears. Riley hugs his dad.
You're strong. You can do this.
I know.
Face contorted, Jasmine watches Riley walk away. Eddie does the same, his face blank. Riley pauses at the front door, crying. His parents, both using their wheelchairs, hold hands.
Go.
In the dark, Jasmine pulls the paper Riley was coloring onto her lap. It's a drawing, not all the way colored in, featuring one T-Rex in a wheelchair and another using a walker at a playground, emblazoned with the words, "Protect Disability Rights." She weeps. Eddie presses his forehead against her temple and takes her hand. Fade to black. White text appears. Globally, 1 in 6 people live with disabilities. Disabled people are 2 to 4 times more likely to die or be injured in disasters. Learn more at emergencyplanfilm.com. In red and white text, fractured as if shattered, the title, Emergency Plan. Credits, audio description provided by Social Audio Description Collective. Written by Sean Page Collins, with blind quality control and narration by Nefertiti Matos Olivares. Abbreviated credits. Directed, written, and produced by Anna Packman. Cast, Eddie, James Ian. Jasmine, Margot Gignac. Riley, Charlie Steinman. Featuring Ali Stroker as news reporter. Credits continue.
Our next award is our Best Actor Award presented by IMDb Pro. Yes. And we got a lot of IMDb royalty, a part of the challenge. We got founder of IMDb, Carl Needham, as the judge. And we have the CEO of IMDb here, Nikki Santoro. So, yes. So I'm told that everybody gets a star meter boost on the way out. To help us announce this award, we have 2 incredible actors with amazing IMDb profiles on their own. She is nominated for a Critics' Choice Award for Best Supporting Actor for her work in Matlock. And you may know him from Desperate Housewives, John Tucker Must Die, Passions. Keep it going for Jesse Metcalf.
Thank you, Nick. As a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. What? What up, BJ? I'm thrilled to see so many fellow vets getting involved with the Film Challenge year after year. I'm honored to be here to support them and to encourage shows like Matlock to continue advancing authentic disability representation, just as we've done this first season.
Very nice, very nice. This year, the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge welcomed more than 120 submissions from all over the world, each led by some truly versatile and memorable performances. All of you should feel proud of the work that you've done. Now, many executives argue that films need a name actor to get a project made. But we all know that names are built gradually and only in tandem with opportunity and relationships. Relationships that could very well begin to develop tonight, thanks to several remarkable performances in the Film Challenge.
And I would like to add to that, I was not a name when I booked Matlock, and I did not have an agent when I booked Matlock. Okay? Okay? These 4 Best Actor nominees demonstrate they're ready to stand or sit right alongside some of the biggest names in the business. And perhaps, if the right doors open, to develop into a name all on their own. I speak from experience. And the nominees are...
The nominations for Best Actor presented by IMDb Pro are Day 21, Dashiell Meyer.
He peeks around the corner and then makes a break for it. The SUV passes the shipping container. Dashiell is hiding against the container out of view. He looks at his phone lock screen of him holding a diploma with his family. He sits solemnly with his hands clasped. Tears run down his dejected face. He holds his head.
Hypothetically, the end. Nat Luna.
But hypothetically, if it does.
Hypothetically,
lifts his gaze to the ceiling.
The power could cut out.
Looks left and right.
Will cars still work?
Casts her eyes down.
Will my chair still work?
Straightens in his seat.
We need food. Have we got any canned food?
Should we fill up the bathtub?
Should we get money out?
There's just so much I want to achieve. I'm so young.
You're so...
Suddenly standing.
I'm younger than you.
By a week.
Okay.
The deadline. Danny J. Gomez.
I don't have any money.
I don't want your money. I want you to keep driving.
I'll take you anywhere. It's just... We're about to pass... Look, I have to get this footage over to our editor. We have a deadline.
You are seriously trying to run an errand right now.
No?
He keeps a gun at Jeff's head.
Yes.
Do no harm. Faye Kanefsky.
Well, the same to you. Aren't we, Dr. Thomas?
I don't.
Dr. Matthew Thomas. Heather Greenberg. UPRC Hospital. 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016.
And the winner is Dashelle Mayer, Day 21.
Love you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. This means so much to me, and this is my very first red carpet event. My name is Dashelle Mayer, and I have short brown hair. I'm white, and I have blue eyes, and I'm proud to have Down syndrome. Nobody can take that away from us. I just want to thank my family. Come on, let's hear it for them. And my amazing cast, Sophia Sanchez and Hamza Ghazi. And who can we? And I just want to thank all of the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge, especially Nick. Through storytelling, I feel like this is our way that we can communicate for who we are. And through storytelling, we can not only change people's perspectives, but also change the world. Because disability is our mark. Our mark in history, in cinema history. And never stop making movies and telling people that disability is a gift. Thank you so much. Let's come over here for a picture. How about for president right here? We got a smile for the camera here. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. All right, day 21.
All main characters in Day 21 have trisomy 21 Down syndrome. All characters are white and there is a gray fluffy cat. A young white man wakes up in a bed with a CPAP headset and a small bedside fan. Title, Day 21. In Batman boxers, he leaves the toilet and washes his hands. He splashes his face. He adjusts an accordion mirror and shaves some very light stubble. He strikes through Day 21 on a calendar. He pours steaming water into a teacup. He cracks an egg into a bowl, breaking the yolk. He fries it. He puts the last slice of bread from a bag into the toaster. He places the toast on a plate with the scrambled egg. With a fork and knife, he cuts the egg. He chews. He picks up his phone in a pink case and answers a FaceTime.
Hey, Zach.
What's up?
How are you doing? I still have the house to myself.
It's the same at my place. It's just quiet.
Is it people like us?
It's like we're the only ones left. Do you still have things you can cook?
Peanut butter, garlic bread.
I think I'm gonna go to the store.
It is dangerous out there. Joe went out 2 days ago. Haven't heard from him since. Don't leave from your house.
It's okay, it's really close. I'll cut through the school. I'll call you later.
Dashiell opens the fridge. Aside from several condiments, the fridge is almost bare. He opens the drawer to find a moldy cucumber. He digs a maraschino cherry from a jar. He opens the pantry door. It's also sparse. He pets his cat.
I don't know what to tell you, girl. Oh, hey, Sophia.
Hey, Dashiell. Do you still have the house to yourself?
Yeah.
Sophia hangs her head.
Oh, it's Hanzai.
Hey, man. What is doing here? I'm thinking of restocking my shelves today.
No, don't. Seriously. There's an SUV out there at my house.
Wait, I don't know. Who it is? Did you see a person?
No, there's just a black SUV. It wasn't there yesterday. You should go check at your house.
Dashiell heads to the front door and checks the peephole.
Oh my god, there is an SUV.
Wasn't it before?
No, I thought we were the only ones left.
Dashiell closes his eyes.
What do they want with us?
Do you think they're gonna test us? Like, experiment or something?
It wouldn't be the first time.
You should never go out there. Okay, they'll call you later.
See ya.
Dashiell checks outside the back door and then runs to a gap in the fence. He peeks through and surveys the area. He pulls out another plank, squeezes through, and takes off. He grabs a branch and pulls himself into a short tree to get a hidden vantage point before turning the corner and continuing on. He runs a yellow striped crosswalk looking both ways. The black SUV turns at the same intersection right behind him. Dashiell marches down a long covered walkway. He sneaks along with his back against the wall and peeks around the corner. He runs past dumpsters in an alley. He enters an automatic door. He peruses the well-lit, fully stocked abandoned aisles. He bags his food at the checkout. He leaves a 20 at the register. He stares out the front window. The SUV passes the store entrance. He sneaks out as soon as it passes and runs the other way. He crosses a park and sits at the base of a tree. Dashiell sees the SUV over his shoulder. He grabs the brown paper bag and takes off. He hops a chain link fence and then backs up to a derelict shipping container. He peeks around the corner and then makes a break for it. The SUV passes the shipping container. Dashiell is hiding against the container out of view. He looks at his phone lock screen of him holding a diploma with his family. He sits solemnly with his hands clasped. Tears run down his dejected face. He holds his head. He trudges down the middle of a neighborhood street holding his brown bag. The black SUV turns onto the street behind him. Dashiell clocks it and begins to sprint. He drops the bag and squeezes between wooden posts. The driver in a black hoodie, N95 and sunglasses hops out and chases him, but immediately loses sight of Dashiell. He pounds the post and drives off, running over the groceries. Title in large red letters, Day 21. Audio description provided by Social Audio Description Collective. Written by Kensuke Nakamura. Blind quality control Robert Kingett. Narrated by Barbara Faison. Abbreviated credits. Cast: Dashiell Meyer, Zach Gottsagen, Sophia Sanchez, Hamza Gaza, Fisher Anderson, Director Dashiell Meyer, Director of Photography Kristen Meyer, written and edited by Dashiell Meyer, Kristen Meyer. This film was made for the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge.
Day 21. All right, our next award is our Best Editor Award presented by Adobe. Yes. And I want to give a huge thank you shout out to Matt Bauer, who is the editor that creates all the recaps. And I want you guys to give a shout out to all the editors that edited 123 films from around the world in 5 days, because this does not happen without them. On that note, to present this award, we have 2 actors instead of editors. No, but we appreciate the editors.
So much.
No, we are thrilled to have 2 incredible actors from NBC's Happy's Place. We got Christopher Rich. And she's a Film Challenge alumni, and she is on Netflix Pulse, Jessie Yates. We are proud of you.
Thanks, Nick. Of course they chose actors because we get saved by the edit all the time.
All the time. I could be terrible at my job and no one would ever know.
You're
Speaking
never
of,
terrible.
she is a emergency room second-year resident who's boundlessly ambitious to a fault and has a really kind of complex relationship with her sister.
He's a hot, sexy stroke survivor who finished his rehabilitation and returned to work as an actor on sitcoms.
And together they... Chris, we are supposed to be describing our characters. You know, I described my character on Netflix's Pulse. You're supposed to describe your character on NBC's Happy Place.
Yeah, well, that pretty much describes any character I play. So.
Oh. You know, honestly, fair.
Yeah, thank you. Don't worry about it. They'll fix it in post. Or maybe one of these talented nominees will fix it for us. Here are the nominees for Best Editing.
The nominations for Best Editor presented by Adobe are, don't take this the wrong way, Crystal Arnett.
Darcy stands at the garbage bin, staring back at her neighbor.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look so...
A red car smashes into her neighbor. Darcy's eyes and mouth widen. Darcy continues to laugh as she turns toward her house. The neighbor continues her jog, the red car driving alongside her.
Hypothetically, the end. Lily Drummond.
I never get to go to the cheese rolling competition in England.
I'll never get to kiss someone underneath the mole's balls.
That's hot, that's the end.
No one calls them that. God. I never got married.
Scott, neither did I. I'm also gonna die single and alone.
No, we did not come this far to not walk down the aisle.
They stare at each other.
We need to get married.
The Invalids. Chrissy Marshall.
Welcome to trial 1. You have 30 seconds to get to the other side. If you do not complete this trial, you will be eliminated. Begin!
Out of their chairs now, number 4 on her belly.
Everhand. Shane Hillier.
Visions of the suited man cross-eyed, mouth dribbling. The woman screams, himself screaming as he rams a crowbar between his stump and the Everhand, pounding it with a sledgehammer, squeezing it in a vise, the agony on his face intensifying with each screw turn. Then suddenly his face relaxes and he drops to the floor. Coming to his senses, he sees his bare stump sticking from his rolled-up shirt sleeve as it always used to, and smiles, rising to his feet at his workbench, where the Everhand is still smoldering in the vise.
Okay, and the winner is Lily Drummond. Hypothetically, the end.
Oh my gosh, hi. Wow. I was not expecting this. Hi, yes, I'm Lily. I've got blonde hair, I'm wearing glasses, I'm wearing a brown sweater. Oh my gosh, wow. I wasn't expecting this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. This is just such an incredible opportunity to highlight disabled filmmakers and writers and directors and editors and actors. We very rarely get opportunities like this. We're very rarely included in the room. And this has just been, from start to finish, the most amazing experience. We had such a fun time. and I love being disabled. I love the community, the chosen family that it has given me. It's given me a way of seeing the world that is so sharp and tender and deeply creative. I live with a rare neuromuscular condition, and I'm also autistic. And I just feel so lucky that I get to tell stories that reflect us and challenge our assumptions and create space where there is none. I'm very honoured. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to reflect our stories truthfully. Thank you.
Wait, stay. We're going to take a photo. And I also want to point out that a koala bear is filming this right now. So, all right, hypothetically, the end.
I'm just going to keep this.
It's yours now.
Scott and Monique are a young man and woman in their 20s, both white and straight-haired. Monique uses a power chair. The film opens in a dim living room trimmed with dangling strips of colored tinsel and balloons and with an analog clock on the wall. A small rotating disco ball lamp on a table projects colored spots around the room, which all together slowly orbit it. Dawn, a woman later popping up, is also white with long wavy hair tied back with a scarf. Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. A disco mirror ball hangs from a ceiling in a dim room. Text, December 31st, 1999.
I'm waiting, come and give it to me how I like it.
A clock on the wall. Text, 5 minutes to midnight. Monique and Scott facing each other, seated as a voice calls from out of view.
Gotta watch the fireworks. See you when the world ends.
Monique, slightly turned toward the voice.
I love your sister.
Sets down his drink.
She's so dramatic.
Slouching back in a Hawaiian shirt and a slim gold chain necklace. Monique in a lace neckline dress with a silver pendant.
What if she's not, though?
Mon, we've been through this. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
But hypothetically, if it does.
Hypothetically,
Lifts his gaze to the ceiling.
the power could cut out.
Looks left and right.
Will cars still work?
Casts her eyes down.
Will my chair still work?
Straightens in his seat.
We need food. Have we got any canned food?
Should we fill up the bathtub?
Should we get money out?
There's just so much I want to achieve. I'm so young.
You're so...
Suddenly standing.
I'm younger than you.
By a week.
Okay.
The wall clock. Text, 4 minutes to midnight. Monique spinning.
I never get to go to the cheese rolling competition in England.
I'll never get to kiss someone underneath the mole's balls.
They're called that's the end.
No one calls them that. God. I never got married.
Scott, neither did I. I'm also going to die single and alone.
No, we did not come this far to not walk down the aisle.
They stare at each other.
We need to get married.
The wall clock. Text, 3 minutes to midnight. Next, in the dimly lit kitchen.
Who can marry us?
I don't know. Maybe we can get Dawn.
She's a celebrant, right?
Yep, yeah, but she's not my first choice.
Well, show me the other options.
She holds a pink flip phone open and to her ear. Both suddenly look toward the living room. Colored light spots drift along the walls. A snack bowl and their empty glasses rest on a nearby console table. Dawn pops up from behind.
Hello, bride and groom. I brought the papers.
How the hell did you get in my house?
Have you been there that whole time?
Drifts sideways out of view, then slides beside and begins playing with Monique's hair.
Thank you for finally trusting me. The wise ones told me this day would come.
Get off me.
Can we hurry this up? We've got 2 minutes. There's a sense of urgency.
Releasing Monique's hair.
I thought you'd never ask.
Next, the wall clock. Text, 2 minutes to midnight. Then, beneath a white curtained arch, Dawn strikes and brushes a singing bowl held in her palm. Scott and Monique facing each other in front of her.
We are gathered here today on the brink of a new world.
Come on.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay. The power vested in me and Elvis Presley.
What? I thought you were a celebrant.
New. I did a marriage course in Vegas. Elvis taught me.
What the hell is a marriage course?
Elvis isn't even alive. Oh my God, I can't do this.
Oh, I dated a priest.
What?
Yes, she did.
You can't even date priests.
So that's to his wife and 3 kids.
What?
How was I supposed to know?
Well, call him then. Come on.
The wall clock and text, 1 minute to midnight. Then beneath the arch, Monique on her flip phone.
Hi. How are the kids?
Scott takes the phone.
We're in need of a marriage.
Dawn takes it.
You can speak through me. Let me be your vessel, oh Holy Father. Let's begin, but make it quick. We have 30 seconds. Do you, Monique, take Scott to be your lawful...
Yes!
And do you, Scott, take Monique to be your...
Yes, love of my life, yep.
Whizzing through. All right, you may now exchange vows.
Scott and Monique clasp hands.
I take you, Monique, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
The clock's hour and minute hands both point to 12.
Hurry up!
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife!
Spreading her arms wide and grinning wildly, the couple leaning closer.
This is it.
See you on the other side.
Monique shuts her eyes, and Scott does too. Dawn faces upward and excitedly scans the ceiling, mouth open.
Take me!
The clock's seconds hand just a few ticks from 12. A valenced wall lamp dims for an instant and resumes as before. Beneath the arch, Dawn still staring upward, Monique and Scott with their eyes still shut. Cautiously, they all start to look around. Dawn smiles.
Oh, that's right. The world isn't ending today.
Scott and Monique, stone-faced, turn to her.
No, that'll be in 2012.
What?
Can I come to the honeymoon?
As she stares impishly at the two of them, they look at each other. Title, hypothetically, The End. Audio description, Social Audio Description Collective. Writer, Oliver Baker. Blind quality control, Robert Kinget. Narrator, Cheryl Green. Credits roll. This film was made for the Easterseals.
Hypothetically, The End. You know, the film challenge isn't just a once a year initiative we do. It is really a year-round program of disability community getting together. And this year, thanks to the support from Adobe, we have done the most creative workshops we've ever done to give you guys the tools to keep growing as artists. So let's take a look at all the incredible work we've been able to do thanks to Adobe.
Thanks to Adobe, we've opened a grant application for previous Film Challenge winners to help educate and support with $25,000 production grants towards further developing their projects. Plus, we're offering $5,000 to this year's winners, as well as provide year-round workshops to everyone in directing, cinematography, post-production, writing, producing, improv comedy, marketing, and public relations. Thank you, Adobe, for all your support.
Okay, now here we go. Drum roll. No, we don't need that. But here are the 5 winners of the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge alumni grant provided by Adobe. If you hear your name, come on down or come on in. Rachel Handler, how much am I worth? David Radcliffe, call the ADA. Joseph Keebler from New York, adoptive. Brett Moline, wrong guy, and Aisha Singleton, Ghost Bay. Here we go. Look at that. Brett had his jacket off over here. He was pretty comfortable. Give a round of applause to our grant winners. What? David Radcliffe. I called you. David is out. He was at the bar. No. All right, one more time. Come in and let's smile for a picture. You know me, I like that picture. Okay, now let's take a look at these projects.
And the winners of the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge alumni grants provided by Adobe are Aisha Singleton, Ghost Bay.
So what am I supposed to do, just blow through life?
Well, that's what I did. Of course, I died, and now I'm a ghost, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, huh?
Of course I manifested myself a Ghost Bay.
It's a bay.
Brett Marlene, wrong guy.
This is different. These people think they know me. I'm a niche guy, am I not?
Very niche.
You wouldn't find me in a Target.
Erewhon, for sure.
And yet, these strangers still mistake me for probably some other disabled dude they knew from high school. I should start asking them for money.
David Ratcliffe, call the ADA.
We're new partners, making the world a better place, one ADA case at a time.
I guess we do have good banter.
And tension. Classic will they, won't they energy.
They won't.
Joseph Kibler, adoptive.
What the hell? I thought the home visit was on Thursday.
Honey, it is Thursday.
What happened to Tuesday and Wednesday?
What happened to Sunday and Monday?
Why does this keep happening to us?
Babe, we're not prepared to be evaluated as potential parents. We need to clean this place up.
Well, we have about 20 minutes before our brains start leaking out of our ears, so...
Abort the R&R. We need to flush our system.
Rachel Handler, how much am I worth?
I'm Rachel. I lost my leg in a car accident 8 years ago, and I just had a surgery a few months ago and got this bill in the mail right after I lost my job due to the pandemic. Apparently, they were my anesthesiologist. I didn't realize that I would have to choose between being awake for intensive leg surgery or paying my rent next month.
Congratulations to all these projects, and also congratulations to all the incredible projects that applied, and all of you filmmakers that continue to further develop your Film Challenge films. We're going to see a lot from all of you. Now, the winners this year are going to get unbelievable prizes and mentor meetings, and to help us talk about that, please welcome, she was the winner of 2016 Best Actor Award, Diana Elizabeth Jordan. He won the Best Film Award last year, Lee Pugsley, and you may know her from Push Girls, and she's also created all the graphics you've seen. Mia Shaikowitz!
Hello, I am Diana Elizabeth Jordan. I'm an African-American woman. I'm wearing a long, multicolored blue dress from Amazon, and I have short curly hair.
Hi, I'm Mia Shaikowitz, and I'm a white woman with long brown hair, and I'm wearing a black dress and a black blazer from Target, I think.
Hi, I'm Lee Pugsley, and I am, I'm an Asian male, and I have a cane, and I'm wearing a bunch of gold and really flashy things, a pink sequin shirt, and red light-up shoes.
Fancy.
For me, one of the best things about winning the challenge was all the groupies I attracted. One of the second best things was all the prizes I received. I still use my Dell computer to send love letters to all my groupies. Let's take a moment and hear what some of the wonderful prizes this year's winners will receive.
That's right. We have 2,000 grants to each winner. And from Adobe, we have 5,000 seed fund finishing grants. From Dell Technologies computers. IMDb Pro, 1-year memberships. Film Independent, 1-year memberships to Film Independent provided by the Golden Globe Foundation. A 1-year membership to Adobe Creative Cloud. And screenings at Academy qualifying festivals like Heartland Film and Holly Shorts. And also mentorship meetings with entertainment industry executives and talents.
Exactly what Mia said, and as if that prize package wasn't enough, each Film Challenge winner will benefit from receiving mentor meetings with really awesome heavy hitters in the industry that are going to help shape their career. And somewhere up here, actually, this doesn't really do me any good to look at that slide because I can't see it, but I can assure you that these mentors are awesome, and they include Paramount's Tiffany Smith and Wahoo, Sony's Stephen Odell, Universal's Karen Noble, Universal's Robert Baltazar, and last but not least, Netflix's Ivana Lombardi. So you guys are in for a treat.
And also Stephen Odell, we have from marketing and distribution for Sony Pictures Releasing International.
And we also want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our judges, all of whom have a respected voice in the disability and or media space.
How about all these amazing prizes? And I also, yes, let's smile. And as we're smiling, I want to point out that I am not a judge. So if your film did not win, I was out there in the reception, or somebody was like, hey, here's what I'm going to do with my grant money. I was like, all right, I'm going to put my family in the witness protection. That's a warning. If I go, it's going to be somebody with a disability that did it. All right, thank you. Are you guys ready? We got our next award is our Best Writer Award presented by Netflix. And to help us present this award, we have an amazing guy. He is the creator, executive producer, and showrunner of a ton of TV shows, of which he's won a Primetime Emmy. His work includes My Name is Earl, Yes Dear, Raising Hope, a lot of different TV shows, and he also served as somebody that gave advice to last year's grant winners. Please give a warm round of applause to Greg Garcia.
All right, thank you, Nick. I'm wearing a blue suit, I have a beard, and a gorgeous full head of hair. With 123 films, there was a lot of great writing this year. And if there's one thing I know about my fellow writers, no matter who they are, we all have one thing in common. We hate writing. We love being done. We love being done. There's nothing better than a finished script, but you have to write it, and the writing is very, very hard. And that's not to say that the other jobs aren't hard. You know, acting, directing, costume, set design, everything on the crew is important. And it's hard. But all those people get handed a script when they begin that they can use as instructions. All the writer gets when they begin is a wall to bang their head against. They have to conceive and design an entire world all from scratch. They create people like God does. And I'm not saying that the writers are God, but I think that he would even have to begrudgingly agree there are some similarities. So before I get struck down by lightning, the finalists for the best writing presented by Netflix are...
The nominations for Best Writer presented by Netflix are Band, Aaron Newmeyer.
You guys are home early. What's happening?
Jade's in big trouble. The counselor had to call me and sneak her out so I could pick her up.
All I said was disability. Why can't I say that? Epilepsy is a disability.
One of the kids videoed it and put it on social media. It's on the new banned word list.
Come on, it's stupid.
Don't take this the wrong way. Rachel Handler.
Forgive me for asking, but what happened to you?
Darcy slashes the woman's throat. Blood pours into the woman's hand. Darcy grabs a can of baked beans from the shelf and exits.
Hypothetically, the end. Lily Drummond and Nat Luna.
Who can marry us?
I don't know. Maybe we can get Dawn.
She's a celebrant, right?
Yep, yeah, but she's not my first choice.
Whoa, show me the other options.
She holds a pink flip phone open and to her ear. Both suddenly look toward the living room. Colored light spots drift along the walls. A snack bowl and their empty glasses rest on a nearby console table. Dawn pops up from behind.
Hello, bride and groom. I brought the papers.
We'll meet again. Steve Way and Danny Kurtzman.
I can't picture my life without you, Lucy. A feeling I've been getting, I think it's one of those good different feelings.
He's wandered over to the dining room. Staring at his phone, he cocks his head and side-eyes it.
It feels really good to me too, Jeremy.
His eyes roll back and he smiles.
It does, huh?
but I have to ask.
Anything.
How would that work?
He rolls past the breakfast bar.
What do you mean?
All right. And the winner is Steve Way, and Danny Kurtzman will meet again. All right.
Is Steve behind me? I love you. Wow. Shaking earlier. I'm Danny. I am sitting in a powered scooter. I'm wearing black on black on black with a black hat that says Aries all over it, and shaking because this is just so special. It's so special because I got to do it with my best friend, Steve. I would love to fully take all the credit, but Steve carried this whole entire script. He kept injecting me to push him in it, and then he just brought it. I think what made this script so amazing is the truth. And I was scared to bring the truth into this, and Steve is the proud, strong one, and he just injected stories he's heard before that I've heard before, and that many people I've spoken to have heard before too. And I think the biggest thing I can say to everybody who has seen this is that none of those are true. None of those are true. Honestly, like all those things that society continually tells us we are and that we can't be and that we don't matter, all that is not true. And I want to thank Nick and Easterseals. It's things like this that is going to help us rewrite that story, what it means to be disabled. And yeah, just so honored. So yeah, Steve. Are you frozen?
Damn! I did it! This is an honor. Thank you, Nick, for all this. You know, 10 years ago, I won Best Actor and now Best Writer with my brother, Danny. So special. I could not have done this without him constantly pushing me to be better, to get the best out of this. Love y'all. Wish I could be there. I'll be in LA next week. So let's party. Love you.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's smile here. New York, LA. All right. Here we go. Let's roll the film.
Jeremy is a very skinny, red-headed white man with big brown eyes and a full but trim beard whose face is very still. He wears a black ball cap, and his white shirt hangs loose over him. It's night, and his modern minimalist home is dimly lit. A few candles flicker in the kitchen. Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. Jeremy sits in his spacious living room watching TV, seated in his mobility scooter. A phone is mounted to the scooter handles. On the display, Lucy. He inches his right hand over to swipe to answer.
Hi.
Hey, Jeremy.
How was your day?
It's definitely going better now.
Did you miss me?
It's only been 2 weeks, Jeremy. What? You're not talking to other girls?
He rolls to the window.
No. Hey, I told you about my past relationships and how I ultimately got hurt, but I don't know, Lucy. This feels different.
I hope you feel safe with me.
Of course I do. But you know when I feel the most safe, right?
Tell me.
He casts his gaze down.
When you sing to me.
You want me to sing you our song? Right now?
Please?
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again.
I know it hasn't been that long, but I can't picture my life without you, Lucy. A feeling I've been getting, I think it's one of those good different feelings.
He's wandered over to the dining room. Staring at his phone, he cocks his head and side-eyes it.
It feels really good to me too, Jeremy.
His eyes roll back and he smiles.
It does, huh?
But I have to ask.
Anything.
How would that work?
He rolls past the breakfast bar.
What do you mean?
Like, how would you kiss me at the altar?
His eyes dart back and forth. He tilts his head, mouth open and slack.
Or even our first dance?
Shakes his head no.
I don't know.
Jeremy, you've never considered these things? I mean, I thought about this right away. I want kids. How would you be a dad?
I'd be a great dad.
Are you going to get out of bed at 2 a.m. and heat up a bottle or change a diaper? I mean, can I even leave you alone with a baby? Am I supposed to take care of a baby and you?
No.
And I have needs too. I'd have to do all the work. We can't even do doggy style. Would you be okay if I did that with other guys?
Shakes his head again.
I never...
Maybe you're just not ready for this.
His eyes are locked on the phone.
I'm ready for this. Lucy, we can work this out together.
Maybe you're someone who's not supposed to be in a relationship.
He frowns, staring ahead blankly.
I deserve love too.
Maybe you should end it.
He almost blinks. His chin begins to quiver.
Wait, you want to stop talking already?
I mean your life. Do you really want to be alone forever? That's a long time. You could stop the misery now. You'd be doing yourself a huge favor. I'd hate to see someone lead you on only to disappoint you and break your heart. I'm saying all this because I love you.
He rolls his eyes.
You'll never get the opportunity to have someone who deeply cares about you be with you at the end. And Jeremy?
His head is bowed.
Yeah.
I'm here with you.
He swallows hard, then heads to a kitchen drawer holding cutlery and a gleaming chef knife.
We'll meet again. Don't know where.
A security camera high on the wall.
Don't know when, but I know we'll meet again. Some sunny day.
In a pitch-black, tiny room, a skinny white man in a wheelchair with glasses and breathing tube on his nose watches a monitor with the view from the security camera and an app called Voice Modifier. He looks up, away from his monitor. Cut to black. Title, We'll Meet Again. Audio description, Social Audio Description Collective. Writer, Cheryl Green. Blind Quality Control, Robert Kinget. Narrator, Oliver Baker. Abbreviated credits. Directed by Manuel Aaron Gonzalez. Written by Steve Way and Danny Kurtzman. Produced by Steve, Danny, and Manuel. Starring Danny Kurtzman as Jeremy, Steve Way as Steve, and Noelle Gazelle as Lucy. Composer Eric Hawk. This film was made for the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge.
Congratulations, Danny and Steve. I'd also like to point out that our 6-year-old presenter is home and in bed right now. No, this was an incredible film, and I am truly humbled and honored with all the incredible participants that have taken part in this year's challenge. 123 projects from around the world. These are actors telling their own stories, and it's grown year after year, and there's so many people to thank. We have so many incredible partners and sponsors. And to help us thank those sponsors and partners, I would like to introduce from the Board of Directors of Easterseals, Southern California, Linnell Davis, and the Chief Advancement Officer, Nancy Weintraub.
Thank you, Nick. Congratulations on 12 incredible years of impact, As the leading disability service provider in the country, our mission is to change the world, how the world defines and views disability. Easterseals has been committed to this for over 100 years. Representing our board of directors, and I guess that means you too, Nick, I could not be more excited to see the entertainment industry's progress towards being more inclusive of the disability community. Together we are making positive strides.
I'm so excited to be back here at Sony. And thank you again, Sony, for hosting us today. We're celebrating 12 years. 12 years. So Nick, can you believe we're at 12 years? It's amazing. We've started working together in 2017 and we have seen so much success, and we've just hit a lot of our shared goals together, and it's been incredible with Marie's remarks right at the beginning, to the success stories reel, to all of the amazing talent that's in the room today. We're seeing strides being made with disability representation in film and television. So I'm just really excited. A lot of that, though, like Nick said, wouldn't be possible without some incredible partners. And so I would like to take a moment to voice our appreciation for all of our Easterseals Disability Film Challenge sponsors. Their support really is critical in breaking down barriers, changing perceptions, and increasing authentic representation. So a big, huge thank you to Adobe, Amazon MGM Studios, Dell Technologies, Golden Globe Foundation, IMDb Pro, Intel Corporation, NBC Universal, Netflix, Paramount Global, SAG-AFTRA, Sony Pictures Entertainment, Walt Disney Studios, and Warner Brothers Discovery. Huge round of applause. And we have several other really amazing entertainment partners, which you will see up here. There they are. Let's have another round of applause for all of our entertainment partners.
All right. Thank you. Come on. We are up to our last award of the night. Who's ready? It is our Best Film Award presented by Sony Pictures Entertainment. And to help us present this award, he has somebody that has actually been a part of the challenge since the beginning, when he served as a mentor and helped the challenge grow in a major way in year 2. He is a true disability ally. He is an Oscar-winning writer, director, producer from some of the most iconic films ever, including Dumb and Dumber, Something About Mary, Green Book, and the list goes on. Without further ado, the one, the only, Peter Fairley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is my favorite night of the year. Love this. Thanks for having me again, Nick. We have a lot more in common than people know. Like, you know, your daughters are going to be mad at you the way mine are. Mine is. I named my daughter Apple. She was the first Apple. You know, now Apple's like a name that everybody makes fun of. And she was a baby when we made Shallow Hal with Gwyneth, and Gwyneth named hers and then just destroyed the whole Apple thing. And Nick named both his kids after his daughters after dogs. Marley, the first one, right? And Spot, the second one, which is kind of absurd. No, the second one, believe it or not, is Rose, which isn't traditionally a dog name, except they have a dog named Rose. And yet just said, fuck it, we like the name. Let's go with it. So they have 2 Roses. I admire that. Really good. This really is my favorite night of the year. I'm not kidding you. I look forward to this so much. I have gotten so much talent out of this night over the years. There's so many people, and tonight, just again, seeing the group of people that are doing this, like just right there, that performance, that is like crazy. Steve, is it Steve? Yeah. Danny, I'm sorry, Danny, that is like that was chilling. I mean, that was just so intense. And I love the way that was filmed, just right in your face. It was all there. They hardly moved the camera. It was just fantastic. And Dashel, I mean, and the whole Dashel crew. I mean, that posse is incredible. But no, it was really moving. And over the years, like I've hired a lot of people out of here. I come. People say, "Why are you coming?" I said, "Looking for talent," you know. And I am. And I ask casting agents to come and agents, because it's a sad fact that this is the best place in the world to find disability talent today. It should be everywhere, but you turned it into that, and it makes me so happy to be here. Let me see. The first year we were here, there were 5 films, right? Just five people sent their movies in, and since then there have been 850, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And it all comes down to Nick Novicki. It really, it's an unbelievable thing what he's created here, and you're a big hand, standing ovation if you can, for Nick Novicki, please. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. He deserves it. And by the way, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm a white guy, aging quickly. I have like a light blue coat on that looks like I'm from the South or something, but I'm not. So without further ado, I think we should get into the Best Picture. I will step aside, right? It happens here. Okay.
For Best
Thank
Film,
you.
presented by Sony Pictures Entertainment are Everhand, Lee Cleveland. The Invalids, Patrick Iveson.
Rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to go on.
The doctor's huge smiles don't fade. They each bring up 2 fingers to touch their right cheeks. She glances over to number 4.
Hypothetically, the end. Lily Drummond.
I take you, Monique, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
The clock's hour and minute hands both point to 12.
Hurry up! By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife!
Spreading her arms wide and grinning wildly, the couple leaning closer.
This is it.
See you on the other side.
Monique shuts her eyes, and Scott does too. Dawn faces upward and excitedly scans the ceiling, mouth open.
Take me!
The clock's seconds hand just a few ticks from 12.
Killed it. Marissa Hamamoto.
Mariko takes a deep breath, her eyes wet with tears.
Mariko, you don't know how to listen.
Young Mariko gracefully raises and lowers her left arm in a ballet studio.
There are many talented performers. It's the ones that take direction that make it.
Back at the audition, Mariko forces a smile and slowly nods.
And the winner is Lee Cleveland, Everhand. Lee Cleveland, Everhand. Do I want me to? Yeah, you get it. Okay. Lee Cleveland. Coming down. There you go. Congratulations. Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am a white man in a gray suit, wearing glasses and a black bionic hand. My hands are full, but I share this award with my co-producer, Sarah Beth Budd, co-star, and my fiance, She couldn't be here tonight, so I brought her headshot. Yeah. Thank you, Nick Novicki, for putting this on year after year. Thank you to our wonderful Detroit crew, Mario Kasim, our writer, Sean Mouton, director of photography, Evan Hodak, production designer. These three gentlemen created the beautiful world that you guys saw on the screen. I'd also like to thank Shane Hillier for leading the charge on this. Thank you to our peers in the Detroit production community that donated their time and their talents and their gear to make this possible. Joe Vargo, Graham Strasham at Scotia Lighting for the grip truck, and thank you to Vision Bridge Media, Don Walker, Diane Walker for the camera package. And thank you to Trevor Barkham and the Rochester Cider Mill for the location. I actually grew up working at that farm and at that cider mill, so it was awesome to be able to shoot there. Lastly, Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you saw our film, I did not actually hit my prosthetic hand with a hammer. Please keep approving me for prosthetic devices. I can be trusted. Thank you.
How about a round of applause? Let's take a photo here. Here we go. Say Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Ever hands. Now, we're not going to play it again. We just saw it, you know. But if you are part of a winning film, come on down. We're taking a photo. And finalists, get ready because we want you a part of the next photo that we're taking. So get ready to come on in. Presenters, come on down, come on in. Line up. Here we go. I'll fill time. But no, I am truly, this is nuts. We literally are having people from around the world tuning into our live stream. So can we get one more round of applause to Microsoft Teams for making this night interactive and accessible to people that could feel like they're here at Sony Pictures, whether they're here or they're in their own house, in their bedroom. So thank you. We are lining up. Everybody, you're part of a finalist film. Come on in. Let's smile. You're a presenter. Come on in here. Picture. Let's go. You guys know I like these pictures. We're turning around. We're taking a selfie with everybody after. So, all right. This is going to conclude the night after this picture. So, have you guys had a good time tonight? One more time. Have you guys had a good time tonight? Let me tell you what, if you are a film challenge participant and you made a film, you won. You literally took your career in your own hands. You told your story and the world has seen it. The Casting Society of America is watching these films, is sharing these films. The studios, all those amazing companies you saw on screen are watching these films. They're development execs, they're casting directors. All right, here we go. It's time here. I think we're going to all just look forward. That's the best way. One. You got, hey, Danny, look at Danny Gomez. And come on in, guys. Here, slide in. Wait a minute. I lied. We're one more second. Here we go. Look at that. Hang on a sec. Aisha.
Back it up.
All right. I liked it. It was musical. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on. You can give us a little bit more love. That's our show. Thank you so much.